Hello everybody, this is Forward Gaming and welcome to World of Tanks. I'm Hungyu and today I'll be showing you what to do after you downloaded the game and the optimum settings for it. We'll start by opening it, and usually once you open it, the client will open and there will be an update bar around here. It'll take you a few hours depending on your internet connection, and after it's downloaded, it'll install, which will take probably another really long time, and then it'll apply the updates, which might take half an hour at most. After all that's done, you'll see this. You're running the latest client version, and after that you just press play. Now it'll load after you've opened it, and this will come up. You can just skip this by left clicking or right clicking, and you can choose your server, put on automatic or manually do it. You log in with your email and password and press connect. Now usually when you've joined, there will be a window popping up called Battle Tutorial, which will be like this, except it'll say your reward would be 6,000 credits and 300 XP. But we'll do this later. And right now this is your garage. You can select different tanks by clicking on them. Now, this is your crew. If you click on them, you can see your recruit new member and them. If you right click on their name, you'll see personal file, sent to Barracks, and send entire to Barracks. This is all pretty obvious. Barracks is right here, and it'll just take them off the tank. Look at the personal file. You can see the service record, training for each tank that they're on, and what type of tank, skills, and their personal data, which you can change for 50 gold, which you have to pay for real money. So it doesn't actually offer any benefit, so I wouldn't bother. Waste of money. What you want to look at is skills, and this shows you the different things that they can get. You can only unlock skills after your crew reaches 100%, which is if you just joined, all tier 1 tanks will automatically be at 100%. And you can see the different skills and perks for each of them. I've already added one for this. It's Jack of all trades. As you can see, the commander on this tank fulfills the role of commander, radio operator, gunner, and loader by these little icons on the bottom, and the driver just drives, because that's how drivers roll. This is the research tab, and you can research different guns and stuff for your tank, and the different turrets, radios, engines, tracks, which all help. Guns will increase your damage output or your penetration of armor, or just how much damage you can do. Turret can either increase your armor and increase your health. It'll always increase your health, but depending on what the next turret is, your armor may increase or decrease. You can look at the stats of the turret by hovering over it or right-clicking and clicking characteristics. Usually a newer turret will give you higher view range. Radios will increase your radio range. Engines will increase your horsepower, which will help you accelerate faster. And tracks will help you turn faster and increase your weight limit. You can see all of your modules down here also. These are your equipment, which are very expensive, and they all have unique properties and will all help your tank. In the service tab, you can see the repairs, the ammunition, different types of ammunition, and the consumables, which you can buy from here. You can also get some consumables here, which will take you to this, and same thing with the ammo, which will take you here. Now, We'll go over the tabs at the top, which is Garage, Depot, Store, Service Record, Tech Tree, and Barracks. The depot, however you say it, you can sell vehicles, modules, equipment, and consumables, which are all here. The tanks, your shells, your modules, all that stuff. You can organize them by your nation. Or the store, same thing except you can buy them. Service record is how well you've did in past battles, and your stats, also the stats for each individual tank. Tech tree is all the tanks for each country and all the different types of tank. You can see which ones that you unlocked and which ones that you need to unlock. You also see their price by this little number next to the star. These with the little gold icon next to them are premium tanks, and you can only buy those with gold. They don't have a specific advantage over any regular tank, so, you know, not really that good. But they do have a 50% increased credit and experience income, which can be useful. But you do have to buy them with real money. So that's American, British, German, French, Soviet Union, and China. All these tanks are real World War II tanks and World War I. They were all either actual tanks used in the battlefield, prototypes, or blueprints. In the barracks, you can see your crew, and you can recruit tankers or send tankers. Send tankers here. Organize it by country, or by the tank, or by how well they have done. Here you can see the channels for chat, contacts, which are your friends, clan, your ignore list, and people that you've disabled voice messages on. You can also find contacts by typing somebody's name. So if you want to add somebody to your friend list, you can. It's the general chat. Just everybody. Tank companies, which I'll go over later. For the game modes, there's random battle, platoon, team training, tank, and tank company. Special battles are clan wars, but you can only get to those after you join a clan. Random battle is your standard battle that randomly puts you with a random team, and it's completely random. Platoon is when you could join with 2 other friends. You could be together on the same team in the same game. You can also voice chat and talk to each other. Team training is just training. You don't have to pay any credits or experience, and neither will you. Oh, sorry. You don't have to pay any credits for repairs, but you won't gain any credits or experience either. And if you fire shells or use consumables, you will have to pay for those. There's also the tank companies, which is this tab down here, and it's pretty similar to random battles, except that they're more organized and there's different levels, so you're always fighting with the people at the same level of you, and it's way more organized. The teams are a lot better. Now, up here, you can see that you can buy a premium account, which requires gold, which you buy with real money. It gives you 50% more credits and experience for every battle. You can exchange gold for credits. You can also convert experience. Convert your standard experience to free experience. Standard experience is experience that you can only use for that specific tank, and free experience is experience that you can use for all the tanks. You could buy gold with real money, but that'll take you to another website. This is your invitations tab. If people invite you to something, you can join it from here. This will start flashing. This is your system channel, and it tells you all of the messages that you receive. It'll also start flashing if it'll start flashing if you get anything new or any new updates. Okay, now for the settings, you go to menu, settings, and here's all the stuff for settings. So in the game tab, in the chat box, censor messages will be totally your choice. Spam, that depends too. Display date is often not very useful because you know what day it is. Time is more useful than that, so I keep that checked. Accept invitations, that's also only personally your choice. It's just these two just remembers positions of all your stuff, and that saves whoever you type to last. It's either team chat, all chat, or platoon chat. You can't really affect this. Minimap transparency should be at lowest. Enable dynamic camera. Battle recording is useful if you want to look at your past battles, but it takes up a lot of space after a lot of battles. So yeah. Server reticle, you should check that because you can see where the reticle is on the server instead of actually just on your computer. And it's more accurate if you enable this. For team panel, show vehicle tier and enable all the random battle types. In the graphics tab, just put the monitor on the monitor you have. Full screen mode is entirely your choice. So it's vertical synchronization. Screen resolution, set it to the highest, which is at the lowest. Well, yeah, the highest setting, but the highest setting is always at the lowest part of the selection bar. I can't really do anything with widescreen mode. Anti-aliasing, because I have no graphics card and I lag a lot, I turn all my graphics to lowest. Except for draw distance, that should always be at maximum. For volume, that's entirely your choice. Music, I just turn that down because that's useless, as is ambience. Voice messages, vehicle effects, and interface sound effects are useful. And enable voice chat, and these are all to your personal preference. For controls, in the mouse section, arcade sensitivity should be about 3/4, sniper should be 1/2, and artillery should be all the way to the max. And turn off horizontal and vertical inversions. For the keyboard, everything should be exactly the same, except for the messages, which I just set to an easier setting for me to reach. And my voice chat I put to H, because I use G for something else in another application. For reticle, turn all the sliders up to 100 to make the bars more clear. For the indicators, put it on type 1 indicators diagonal. For the central marker, put it on the A-shaped marker. Dispersion indicator, put on circle 2 with shifting load indicator. And for the gun marker, put on crosshair 1 with arm penetration indicator. For the sniper tab, same thing as the arcade mode, except put the central marker on crosshair 1. For the marker, I'd advise for the enemy team, enable all the checkboxes and put the vehicle left on HP left / total. For alternative, enable everything and put vehicle health on %. Same thing for your team and for destroyed tanks. Turn off vehicle icon and health indicator and put the health on % left chest. The health / total. And alternative, turn everything on and same thing. And yeah, that's all for the settings. Click apply, click OK. A bug that I often notice when I change settings is that it unmaximizes your window, so you have to remaximize to do anything. Now, as you may have noticed, I recorded the settings part of this video about a week after the first section. So there's now a sale on garage slots. They're now 150 gold instead of 300. So now I can show you how to buy things with the 300 gold that I have. You can easily get 300 gold just by changing your password or something, and then just changing it back as soon as you're done to your preferred password. Now, to buy a garage slot, it's very, very simple. Just click buy slot, and it'll confirm the purchase. Click buy. I'll buy one more. because there's not much you can buy with 300 gold. You can't buy any tanks. So yeah, that's it for this video, and see you next time. Have fun on the battlefield.